Hey, what's up, guys? It is James J with the Barnes team over at ANTI Home Loans, and today we are going to talk more good news. So, as thankful as last week was, and hopefully it was a lot to be thankful for, as crazy as this year has been, we've got some really good news if you are in the market for buying or refinancing a home in 2021. So, good news is that the conforming loan limit for 2021, and I'll explain what that means. The conforming loan limit for 2021 has now increased to $548,250. Again, $548,000 to $50. That is the new conforming loan limit coming up in 2021. Okay, so what does that mean? All right, conforming, non-conforming, all right? Conforming, non-conforming. So conforming, without getting too techie and geeky about what that means. Essentially, conforming loans are loans that fit into a specific box for most mortgage lenders, right? Essentially, most mortgages that get closed, a lot of these loans will get sold off to Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae, typically. Sometimes there are lenders that will actually service their own loans, but for the most part, they get sold off, okay? In order to sell the loan, it has to fit a certain criteria, all right? That's a conforming loan, and then there's a limit, which again, for 2021, is going to be $548,250. That is the new loan limit, okay? So again, what does that mean? More of what that means, it means lower interest rates, all right? Because once you start to go non-conforming, or you get to a jumbo loan, all right, it's harder to qualify for. Typically, you're going to pay a little bit higher of an interest rate. You may also be required to have more of a down payment, all right? That is the biggest difference between conforming versus non-conforming, all right? Typically, if it's non-conforming, it's gonna cost more money, all right? Why? It's more risk. That's really what it boils down to. So once you start to go over that $548,250, it becomes more of a risk for a lender. That's really what lending comes down to. It comes down to risk, all right? So in the eyes of the mortgage industry, as well as the governing bodies of the mortgage industry, Federal Housing Finance Administration, a lot of different agencies govern this and come up with these rules for these limits. Now, let me say this. In certain high-cost areas, those limits are going to be higher than that $548,250 number, okay? So for most of the country, $548,250 will be the new limit, all right? You can check with your county. Don't just assume that every county is exactly the same. It's not, but most of the counties are going to be around that same number. If you are in New York or you're in California, obviously high cost areas, your loan limit is going to be higher. And if you are in New York and living in California, why? I don't know. Anyway, move to Texas as quickly as you can, all right? Things are much better here. So anyway, new loan limit is going up for 2021. This is great news. Again, you are now going to be able to get more home and still be at a conforming level to where you're not paying that higher interest rate. You're not having a little more of a strict criteria to qualify for that non-conforming loan, and your interest rate will not be higher because you are at a non-conforming level as far as the actual mortgage amount. And I want to be clear here, that $548,250 is the loan amount, all right? It is not the sale price. Sometimes people get confused by this, all right? So the loan amount needs to be under $548,250. You can go buy a $600,000 house, all right? If you want to get it into a conventional status, you need to put down enough money to where the loan amount is under $548,250. So listen, I hope that helps. If you have questions, reach out to me, message me. Also go check out TexasMortgageBoss.com. I've got more content. 2021 is going to be a great year. I promise it's going to be a great year, especially if you are in the market for a home. Looking forward to helping a lot of people in 2021. But in the meantime, if you've got questions, reach out to me. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a good day.